Hi there again, English 2 students. Welcome to your academic word of the day. Today's word, we're going to be focusing on analyze. We're going to analyze the word analyze. Okay. Let's analyze the syllables for this academic word. Analyze has 3 syllables. Analyze. 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 Once more, analyze. En español es analizar. The part of speech that we're using it is as a verb, and only as a verb. Okay, we have several familiar words. Be careful not to use it as a noun or as an adjective or adverb. Remember that we're using it as a verb. Usually verbs come after the subject and they tell what the subject is doing or linking the subject to the predicate. Okay? So let's go over the familiar words of analyze. And other words that come from analyze is analyzer is a noun, analysis is a noun, analyst, noun. So pretty much these are people who analyze. Okay? Analyzer, analysis, analyst. We have 2 adjectives. It's analytic, analytical. Once more, analytic, analytical. Okay, this is when you're describing the person. Adjectives describe the noun, remember that. Adverbs describe the verb, or other adverbs is analytically. Analytically. It's an adverb. And see how it ends in ly? That's a clue that lets you know that it's an adverb. Synonyms, we have examine, interpret, investigate. Once more, examine, interpret, investigate. Antonyms, we have ignore, neglect. Once more, ignore, neglect. Let's go over the definition of analyze, used as a verb, means to examine, keyword to, usually indicates a verb, to examine, to check, to look, to analyze the nature or structure of something, especially by separating it into its parts, in order to understand or explain it. Okay, it's by looking for the meaning of something, by breaking it down into its parts and then explaining it. That's to analyze, breaking it down and explaining it. Let's see. A reader can analyze the details of a text to discover the author's purpose. In other words, a reader can examine, can interpret, can investigate, can analyze the details of a text to discover the author's purpose. So what is one way when you're reading something that you don't quite understand what is the purpose? Well, in order to find the author's purpose, what the author is writing about, is you have to look at your text. You're going to be using a strategy that is called context clues when you're reading. Okay, so you're going to look for clues in your reading, in your context. Okay, in what you were reading, maybe in the sentence, maybe in the paragraph, looking at the words that come before and after. And by looking at those words of the word, of what comes before and after, of the word that you're trying to understand, you're analyzing what it means. You're breaking down the paragraph, you're breaking down the sentence, and connecting it to the word that you're trying to understand. Or the reason, the purpose that the author is trying to read. Okay, so you look around at what you just read, and you analyze it. You break the reading into different parts, and you're trying to find what's the purpose. This is to analyze. When you analyze, you are the analyst, the analyzer. Okay, but the action that the analyst or the analyzer is to analyze, is to examine, to inspect. All right, English 2 students, today's word has been analyze. Go ahead and complete your flashcard. Okay. Write your own sentence, include the visual, and don't forget to copy the sentence of the day on the back of your flashcard. Have a great time studying and analyzing your vocabulary.